5, 4, 3, 2 bits.
and
Yeah.
and that's the thing, folks. We really, really suffer through the hardships of life, but always come to this with a smile on our face because we're
And
professional.
yeah, we're getting paid millions for this, so it's important that we show up and we show out.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't know it by the way that we've been going so far on our podcast, but I've lost my wife, my 3 kids, a house. Like, I'm going through it
You started gambling again.
again. And those are just some things that I don't want to tell you about because I want to keep the laughs. I want to keep the ha-has. I want to I want to keep the mood bright. But I think it's time that you know.
But things are tough at home.
Things are so tough at home.
Listen, let's all get together and fix the sun moving across the country.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I just think things could be a lot easier if we were all in the same time zone. Because
Mm.
it is really so hard for Patron and I to coordinate when it's 11 p.m. here and it's
Wait, and
9.
where are you?
I live in New York City.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. I've heard
Yes.
of it. Yeah. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's on the East Coast.
Is that the city by the bay?
It is, yes. It absolutely is. It's the city of smiles, too.
New
People
York,
forget.
the
The
city of
city of
smiles.
smiles. Yeah. My stomach hurts. Does your stomach hurt?
No, but I have a lot of other. I have
You
eczema.
have more
Should we talk?
complaints?
Should we talk about that? I don't know.
Yeah, should we list all of our ailments so people are like they can like go easy on this episode?
Yeah. No,
Well,
nobody wants to hear us complain. Let's just get to the
have we
funnies.
even said commit to the welcome back to Commit to the Bit with Kate Spencer and Petra Rab?
Oh no, why don't we do that right now? Go ahead.
Welcome back to the Bit with Kate Spencer.
And Patrobab.
And
Kate, how are you?
you know what? Things are good.
Anyways, how's your sports team going?
My famous sports team.
Yeah, I have to do. Okay, wait, this is something that we can talk about. Okay, so I have to do. Well, I don't have to, but I'm trying to like. I work in office and everybody else works from home, so I don't really get to interact with that many people from our work that often. Um, but I'm all about like socializing and I want to be friends with everyone and I want to, whatnot. And we don't do any like group events together until my HR manager sent me. She's like, "Hey, we're doing a fantasy football thing. Do you want to be in?" And
Oh
I was like,
Lord.
and I,
Oh Lord.
and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, because I had been asking her. I was like, "We should do like trivia or like group events or something, so that like everyone can like be together and like, or just like interact with each other more." And she's like, "That's a great idea." And so she came up with fantasy football, and now I have like, and then she came to me being like, "Look, we have a group event now. Like, it's fantasy football," and I'm like, "Yes, I'm so
You're like,
excited."
oh my god, this is totally what I meant. Big score for Petra.
I'm like, this is so exciting. And
Wait, okay, is fantasy football you pick the players?
yeah,
And
and
they based on the points that they score on the real life team, they get points for your fake ass team.
yes, yeah. And so like you draft your favorite by the way, everyone, I just learned this morning cuz I googled how
I
to
think
fantasy football.
you should draft them by looks, and then when we run out of hot people, I think by height. After height, you can go to
Favorite name? You you could go to hand size. You could go to
how about you rank them based on type of dog they have and if you would have that dog?
Yep. Okay, love that. I will that
How are
actually
you
will be
gonna
my first way.
how are you gonna do it?
I don't know. I don't know how to do any of this, and it's tomorrow at 4, and I like kind of freaked out about it
Wait, you
today.
you all have to do it at one time?
Like we all like are on together at 4 o'clock tomorrow,
Okay, I
and
got you. I got you. Tim Tebow,
you're like
Aaron Rodgers,
Peyton
Tom
Manning.
Brady. Oh, good. Peyton Manning.
You're like
That's a good
baby
one.
Gronk. Baby Gronk. I hear his name a lot.
Let's see. Oh, Travis Kelsey.
Ooh, Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Yes, I know
Yes.
him.
Um,
You're like Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi.
Let's see. We've got LeBron James. We have okay,
And
great.
The
What's
worst part is
Garoppolo, John, Dan, Chris Garoppolo?
yeah, the worst part is that like
You just go, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I was like, I don't get the bit because I don't know any of these people. But the worst part is that like most girls are like, or anyone listening is like, oh, like you have your boyfriend, like he can help you. Anil does not know anything about. Well, okay, that's not true. He knows things about the Steelers, but like I can't like just draft everyone from the Steelers.
The Pittsburgh Steelers. I was talking to a coworker the other day. I go, "There's a football team named the Cardinals." Did you know that? I go, "That's a
No.
baseball team."
Yeah, that's not allowed. You can't double up on that.
I know. If I was naming my football team something, I wouldn't have looked, or I would have looked and made sure that they weren't a baseball team.
Yeah, no crossover there. It's
Oh,
just lazy. It's
looking
just
of
lazy.
starting a football team. How about the Red Sox? Dumbasses. That's already a team.
They're like maybe the Yankees.
Stupid.
So dumb. So dumb.
Okay, well, I am wishing you all the best. I have never been
Thank you.
invited to a fantasy football league. I have a full-time job, so I can't manage a football team. But I think it's really cool when other people find the time to manage a team.
I'm so scared. And now I realize this is like a very long commitment and I have to do it weekly. And I have to go up against coworkers who I've never met in person. And by the way, I work for a gym. So all of these guys are like total muscly broy dudes who like love football. And it's just like little old me. And I'm like,
I think you should look up. I think you should like go on TikTok and look up like most desirable fan. Wait, what's the punishment? I always see those videos and it's like Lost Fantasy Football has to take the SAT. Lost Fantasy Football has to stay at IHOP for 24 hours.
Yep. We don't have that because we're like a bunch of like grown coworkers. So there's no punishment, but like if you win, you get like all the pot's earnings, and we all had to put $20. By the way, I'm paying to do this. I'm paying someone $20 so I can be a part of this and make a huge fool out of myself. I'm so scared. So this is gonna be really fun.
Start?
4 o'clock tomorrow.
His name's Jimmy Garoppolo, I think. It just came to me.
Thank you.
Joe Burrow.
Okay. Speaking of that, okay, something that I am very proud of is that like usually you're supposed to come up with like really punny names for your like fantasy football team, and my punny name is Beg, Burrow, and Steal.
Oh, because Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Well, you better cross your thingies that you get Joe Burrow, or that's going to be an embarrassing ass name.
I don't really care at this point. It's like whatever.
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, know him. Yep.
I take my coffee with a little bit of Christian McCaffrey.
That was my first choice. Somebody else took that. Wait. Here's a funny idea. Okay, you tell me what you think a good punishment would be for if you lose fantasy football.
I really liked when for men, they had to wear acrylic nails.
Oh my god, your one friend, remember when you were getting your ear
Yeah,
pierced.
Carter got his ears pierced.
He had to get his ears pierced, and they chose the earrings for him, and they were like
Yeah.
heart earrings. I think they were
Yeah.
dangly heart earrings. They were so
And he
funny.
had to wear them for like a month or something, yeah.
That was good. Um, that was such a coincidence that was happening right when you were getting your ears pierced. And I think a good one. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Maybe I'll cut this. I don't know. You tell me. But like having like you have to be somebody that like gets walk like somebody's gonna walk you like a dog. Like for real. You have to wear a collar all day for like a full day, and like your girlfriend has to walk you like a dog.
I'm like, I think a good punishment for losing should be you have to learn basic empathy. Um
You have to respect women daily for the rest of
uh
your life.
you have to be certified as a from a therapist that you are emotionally sound to be in a relationship.
You're like,
Tonight.
and no man wants to do it. Like things that men just like truly don't like. You have to put away the dishes for like the rest of your life. You have to like
you
vacuum.
you have to like explain in detail how you're feeling every day.
You have to buy your significant other flowers just like sporadically. It doesn't have to be weekly. It just like every
They
now and
lose.
then.
They're like, no, oh no, anything else.
They're like, God, please no, care for my significant other.
Wait, why has no one ever asked me to be on a fantasy football team? I'm pissed. I'm
Kate,
pissed.
you don't want this. I'm telling you right now, I've never been so
Um,
stressed.
one time, I was added by man I dated, also a close friend of ours, Petra.
Mhm.
In the final four of March Madness, I guessed the final four when we were like 2 rounds in, and he said if I got the final four or like whatever I did, he would give me like I think it was like $10,
He would
and I
stop
did.
cheating on you?
No, that's not the same guy.
Okay,
And he
different
sent
one,
me
sorry.
and he sent me 50. I
Wow.
know.
Cool.
So I did do that once.
Way to
So
go. I
yeah,
I do
yeah.
I do participate in March Madness every single year with my family. And the winner
Well
gets
then,
it's
you know what? Take off your basketball shorts and put on your jersey. And it's time to play some ball. Time to play
yeah.
America's favorite sport. Lace up, hike.
Wait, is it America's favorite sport, or but is baseball its favorite pastime and this is its
Pastime.
favorite? Wait, I thought baseball was
Football
no.
Football is definitely America's favorite sport.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's but then baseball players get paid more, I think. But I think it's because they have more games.
Well, I don't
Never
think
mind.
that's
Semantics. Anyways, welcome back to our sports podcast. Commit to the sports.
more random bits because we're the two busiest little squirrels. So just random bits for you. My first bit is happened to me at improv. One of my friends did it to me. I was putting on lipstick, and it was like a tube, so I was like kind of holding it cigarette-ish. Anyway, he leans over and he goes, "Can I get a hit of that?" Which
Oh, that's so funny.
I thought it was good. A nice way to like fill the silence while I'm like putting on the ooh. Can I get ahead of that? I love referring to makeup as getting a hit of something. I
Mhm.
came up with this the other day. I think I was just like at work when I came up with it. Someone was back to phone bits. Hello, OG
Hello.
bits.
Mhm.
Anyway, someone was on the phone, and I think it would be really funny if, again, watch who you do it with, but I think it would be really funny if you're on the phone, or someone else is on the phone, and you walk up, you go, "Let me talk to him. Come on, please, let me talk to him. Can I talk to him? Who is it? Can I say something? Let me say something." And just like getting up with their ear. Especially if it's someone like they're talking to like someone replacing like the air furnace or something. Can I? Hey, Tell him I say hi.
Look,
Can you tell him I say tell him I say I love him?
come on. Let me. Come on. Or if you do that to somebody and you know who they're talking to, like it's very clearly like you were talking to our friend Alex, and I'm with you, and I'm like, let me talk to him. And then you finally like, okay, fine, like stop being annoying. You let me actually talk to them, and I just go, or like,
Who
hey,
is
and then just
this?
hand it back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
or
like
yeah, just saying,
you
"Hey," and then handing it right back.
hey, and then just go back handing it to them.
I just think that's
Oh, that's
funny.
good. That's good.
It's probably more annoying than it is funny, but I liked it. Two of my guy friends and their family do this.
Mhm.
I was up at a pool with them and I was having fries, and one of the guys leaned over and goes, "Oh my god, I've never had one of those before. Could I have one?" Like just about something to like get someone to give it to you. Oh my god, I've never tried that. Can I try it? And it's just like a lemonade or like
Mhm.
any like a margarita. I just thought it because at first I was like, what do you mean you've never
Uh,
like, and while you're giving it to him, you're like, what do you mean you've never had a French fry? And like obviously they've had it, but
oh my
just
god.
a good way to
That is
get
so
to get something out of someone. Oh my god. I would love to try that.
I think that bit is so great. Even you can use it for like just acting, like pretending like you're stupid is just always a good bit, always. But like, um, for instance, if somebody's like, you're in somebody's closet and you're like looking through things and you like find like a baseball cap and you're like, oh, and how do you wear this? Or like,
Wait, I've never owned one of these before. Could I could I wear it?
can I try this on? They're like that kind of hat, and you go, ooh, a hat. Am I saying that right? A hat.
Hat. Hmm.
Hmm, I like it. I'm going to keep this.
I'm gonna give this a try. Hat. Hat. Yeah,
Uh,
this is pretty good.
oh, that's
Um,
good.
this is more of just like a saying, I guess, or like something to say. I just love. Someone said this to me the other day. Full court press. Like
Mm.
a full court press hello sports podcast is like when the whole team like runs the ball to the other side, I think. Don't quote me on that. But I love when someone's like, well, you know, watch out, he's gonna give you the full court press tonight. I just like I love the way that sounds. Again,
Yeah.
this isn't like it's not a bit to full completion, but like, my therapist was giving me the full court press about you earlier. I just think
I
it's a
like
fun.
it.
I think it's a funny way to say something.
Even if you're not a sports person, like you still know that you should probably laugh. And it's all about, you know, the delivery. And you delivered it
I
quite
love a
well.
sports metaphor. I also kind of love a sports metaphor that doesn't fit.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
like
Love
if you're at
that.
a restaurant and like all the tables are full and like the waitress is busy and someone's complaining about the service, you go, "Hey, bases are loaded. Give her a break." You know, just like saying like shit that doesn't quite make sense. You know.
I love that. My dad does if somebody like bumps into him accidentally, he goes, "Oh, he draws the foul." Which is like a basketball thing, like if you like back into someone and they're like this, like you can draw a foul that
Mm.
way. And also I did not know what that meant, but every single time I laugh so hard until I finally was like, "What does that mean?"
In college, I lived on the like boys side of the dorm, and they always used to say press Y, which is in the Chell game, NHL. If you press the button Y, I think this is Xbox or whatever it is, it makes your players fight. And so they used to like yell like, "Don't make me press Y." And I like still to this day say that, and people are like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh, press Y.
Never mind.
Oh, you want to go? Press Y."
If we're talking about just like video games in general, sorry, we're getting like so off topic, but I think it's funny. Um, I love doing like just I've never played Fortnite a day in my life, and it's also like so like Gen Z, even like Gen Alpha now, like this is what they do. But like whenever I'm like we show up to a pregame or anything like that, I'm always like, where we dropping, boys? Where we dropping?
I love the idea of like comparing real life to sports. Like if you're like in traffic and cars are everywhere, being like, "Oh my god, this is just like Rocket League," or like, like just comparing like anything to like any type of sport or any type of video
Oh
game,
my
rather.
god. That is so funny. I love that.
I can't think of any other video games right now, but I'm sure there are others. Get creative with it, all right? I'm not doing
Yep.
all the heavy lifting, folks. Find a
Yep.
video game and make it say it in real life.
Make it your own. Have fun with it. Those are
Um,
good. I loved them.
let's see. I might be able to pull one more out here. I relinquish my turn.
Okay. So this bit is similar to your bit, like how you're pulling out like fun facts about video games and like just bringing it into real life. However, it pertains to like movies, and this only works well if you're somebody that's an IMDb whore like myself. So you have to know actors like when they were in really obscure movies, especially like animated movies are great.
this
So
this is a complex bit.
this is a complex bit, but it's so funny. That's why I've like there's nothing that I could like use this for. I guess we could have used this for movie bits, which we should get to at some point, um but like so like somebody mentions like, oh, Steve Carell. Like they're like, "Oh yeah, like Steve Carell." And you say like right back, "Oh, the guy from Despicable Me?" Yes, love him in that. Like like really obscure, or like Angelina Jolie, and you're like, "Oh yeah, from Kung Fu Panda 2."
Okay, yeah. Love that. Like a mega celebrity and just like
Mhm.
completely putting their like
Mhm.
least famous thing to the forefront.
They're
I'm
like
trying to
Mel
think of other
Gibson.
people.
Mel Gibson, you're like, "Oh, from Pocahontas?" I think he was in Pocahontas.
You said that and I was like, okay,
Uh,
sure. Um
I'm trying to think of like any other like big ones. Another one from like Despicable Me, like Julie Andrews. You're like, "Oh yeah, she's the mom from Despicable Me." Like Julie Andrews, like the lifetime one. Like, yeah, you get where I'm
yeah, the
going with
like
this.
award winning, absolutely.
Oh, we
And
gotta
just
find one for
being like
Meryl Streep. Like, what animated movies has she been in? You go, Meryl Streep. You go, oh yeah, she was in Ant Bully.
she was in what?
Ant Bully, the Ant Bully. Have you seen this?
Of course not. What do you mean have I seen that?
Oh my god.
Absolutely not.
Even
That
better when you
is
come up with something like so obscure like that. Oh, from the
that
Fantastic
bit
Mr.
that bit is amazing, but you have to be so on your toes about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But that's a good one. I
You
do love that.
in fact, like there are just so many good ones out there that like if I come up with any more from this point moving forward, I'll always just try to add one in at the end of
Oh,
something.
please do.
If I think of like a really good one, I'll definitely add those ones in. But yeah, I think that's like so fun, and obviously you guys should if
Oh,
you're
Will Arnett from the Batman Lego movie?
Oh, that's so good. Tom Hanks. Yeah, he was in Toy Story.
I love that these are all animated.
Yeah. I mean, of course I'm sure you could find like other good ones, but yeah, just like Yeah, there's so many good ones out there. Please DM us if you have any good ones. I'd love to post them on our Instagram. Okay, great. Next one, are you ready?
Yeah.
I found this one on the internet. If you lose your phone, because I lose my phone all the time. My
I'm sorry.
boyfriend.
You mean you found this on the internet?
Oh, it was on a TikTok. Sorry. I should
Oh, okay.
specify. This was somebody's TikTok, and I have no idea who the creator is. But I should definitely look that up. If I find it, I'll let you all know. But they do this bit where if they lose their phone, which again, famously, I always lose my phone. So if you lose your phone, you're like, "Hey, where's my phone? Has anyone seen my phone?" And while you're looking for it, if you find it, or if you don't find it, just pick up a phone and say, "Yeah, I'll just use this one." Like, I'll just keep this one.
Oh, okay. Dibs. Mine now, finders keepers. Going forward with this one, could you give me the passcode?
Or if it's yours, you're like, especially if like you're around people who don't know you that well and you find yours and you just pick it up and you just open it. You're like, yeah, this one will do. Like, this is fine. They're like, wait, is that
This'll
her
work.
phone?
Start making a call immediately.
Is that her? You're just taking selfies. Oh, that's good. Another one pertaining to phone bits. Wow, we're just like really going back in time with the phone bits. Um, if you're taking photos of people, like if somebody comes up to you and they're like, "Hey, would you mind taking a photo of us?" Um, I haven't done this one, but I really want to do this. I just came up with it today. And you're taking a photo of them and you hand it back to them. You just go, "Hey, could you send that to me?"
I was really hoping to add that to my portfolio.
Wow, that was really good. I think you should send that to me. Can I post that?
I would love a, I would love a copy of that.
Oh, it's so good. Are you gonna get this printed?
It's kind of to my bit like, are you gonna make that your background? Like,
Yes.
hey, I would love to keep that picture.
That's exactly where when I came up with it, was when I listened to that bit. I was like, oh, that would be so funny if somebody asked you to take a photo of them and you were like, I need this. Obviously, be careful who you're doing it to, but it's a great way to maybe get somebody's, if it's a hot person, get their number. There you go.
We do love hot people.
Works for
Guys,
me.
we are so excited for the fall. We have a bunch of guests coming in the fall. This patron and I have been busy beyond our wits, so we appreciate you bearing with our lack of themes while we continue to do the podcast. We love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. We have a lot of fun doing this.
Love you guys.
I love you, Petra.
I love you, Kate. Bye.